Damn, that was cold. But don't worry, we'll get our hands warm as we plunge knee-deep in the dead while traversing the hellish plains of Doom and the cosmic corners of Quake. I'm a storyteller among storytellers, which begs the question, how do you tell a story without dialogue? Audio-visual design, of course. And if you're familiar with my video on Cocoon, you'll be well acquainted with the power of these design elements. Quake and Doom are masters of audio-visual design. In one hand we have Doom, and in the other Quake. Hold on, does that say Doom 2? Now how did that get there? Oh, that's right. I really do appreciate Doom 2 for what it did, but I personally feel that Quake is the true successor to Doom. And you're gonna say, well, obviously Deadforge, duh, it's the next IP by id Software. Okay, you're right. But I'm saying Doom 2 is just a glorified expansion that was meant to piggyback the huge success of its predecessor. That's been stated many times by many of the developers. And I may get a little heat for that, but honestly, that's just kinda how it is. We got the super shotgun, so I can't complain too much. Doom and Quake are two of the most important FPS games of all time, if not two of the most important video games of all time. They sit alongside many gaming giants like System Shock, Mario, Mortal Kombat, and on we could go. These games defined and set a standard for a new up-and-coming genre of video games, the first-person shooter, which now branches off into several varied subgenres. Without Doom, we wouldn't have Duke, and without Quake, we wouldn't have Mr. Freeman. A select few games across generations are considered timeless because they stand out from a game design perspective through well-crafted gameplay components and a choice of audio-visual style. Look to Pong for its timeless simplicity in bouncing a virtual ping pong ball off another flat surface like paddle. That would develop into other similar games like Brick Breaker or Peggle. Even something like Dig Dug is a timeless experience. It's simple arcade fun. Doom and Quake have a similar timelessness due to their very simple yet complex design. A simplicity in design that elevates them to an almost ethereal plane of existence. They are forever fresh and poignant, even amongst the new age of FPS design. So much so that you have a whole new genre of boomer shooters sprouting up, mimicking what Doom did to this day. I have a friend who is quite the Doom aficionado, and I'd like to allow him to point out why he believes these games are so timeless. You may know him. He is Hiaksho!
The worlds of Doom and Quake really changed the way we play games. We are those that play. Doom, for one, probably one of my favorite games ever made, changed the way we play games as humans. Games like Doom and Quake are timeless. There are simply no other games in the world like them. Sure, we have Doom clones, Quake killers, Doom killers, and all those fun things in between that led to so many other developments like Half-Life and, well, everything else, isn't it? But something that John Romero said once is that Doom is timeless. It is one of those games that you can't really remake in so much as imitate. There is nothing else like experiencing Doom for the first time, or for the last time, for that matter. I remember that I played Doom whenever I needed to feel safe, when I needed to feel down to earth, when I needed to be comfortable. People in my life have often said, hey, you should play your cozy game. They're not talking about Stardew Valley. They're talking about Doom. And games like Doom are just timeless. Yes, you can have 3D mechanics and you can have an FPS game with no look, and that's all quite fun, frankly. But it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's the only experience that you can get for what's on the tin. And that's quite amazing. I recently read an article, or I might have listened to a YouTube video, one of the two, where they articulated what was Doom called when it first came out. Because these days we talk, oh, this game is like Doom. But when Doom came out, what did they say Doom was like? And a lot of the comments spoke about how Doom is this action-adventure game. Doom is this role-playing game, was something that I saw recently as well. I think that might have been on I forget the YouTube channel now. But imagine that. Doom, an action role-playing game. Take that. And I suppose that's not far from the truth. Doom was originally based on a lot of ideas coming from Dungeons & Dragons. The original id team actually played a lot of Dungeons & Dragons until one day John Carmack just decided to end the entire game in dramatic fashion. Please read that book. At the end of the day, when it comes to any games coming into the future like Call of Duty or Battlefield, I can only think of those right now, essentially we're just playing a new version of Doom with a nice skin on it with a few more mobile dynamics. Graphics, who cares about that shit? We need graphics, we need fun gameplay, games that we can play for 30, 35, 40 years. I'm still going to be playing Doom when I'm 100 years old. I'm still going to be playing Quake when I'm 100 years old. Quake and Doom are so intrinsically linked. In fact, I would even go as far as to say that Quake is just a nice fun 3D sequel, real 3D sequel of the Doom universe. I think that's also why a lot of people are expecting a Quake game every time they announce something Doom related, because they're just so interlinked. Classics, real games like Doom and Quake are never going to go away. They're going to exist forever, and they should still have those utterly unique experiences that you can't get anywhere else. And that's nothing to say of the communities around these games. I've never met a more creative, driven, passionate, inspirational, and weird, strange bunch of people in my entire life than the Doom and Quake communities. Competitive as well, let me just go and say that. It's lovely to see. Everything from mods to map making, design, fiction, narratives and storytelling, competition. It's amazing, and that is the world that Doom and Quake creates for the people that love those games. I'm being one of them.
Thank you, Hackshow, for your thoughts, buddy. Doom is a wild and fast, horror-filled ride into the depths of hell. Quake is a cosmic adventure where you jump deeper and deeper into areas of space where nobody can hear you scream. These games leave you with a sense of fulfillment in ways that you rarely feel to quite the same degree these days. They're not overly complicated, yet if you wish to dig deep down and try to piece it all together, you can. That's why they live to this day after all. All the mods, theories, and love poured into every inch from the community and the developers. I'd even say that Doom and Quake set the standard for having some element of horror in your FPS experience. Most FPS games have either zombies, mutants, or some form of horror-like level or theme within. These two games sit in a limbo where anyone and everyone can enjoy them. You can pick them up and play them to this day without any issue, on your phone, on your PC, on your console. I mean, if you want, you can play it on a refrigerator, calculator, an auto mower, anything. The possibilities, the capabilities of being able to play Doom is so wide, it's insane. Simple, engaging fun is the key. Mastering audio, visual design, and a timeless level design. If you can look at it, listen to it, and understand it without even playing it, then you've truly made something special. The shotgun, the nail gun, or the main theme of Doom and Quake are timeless. You can hear them, you can see them, you can smell them, and you know what they are, without even ever experiencing them. I think Doom and Quake are one and the same. They are brothers in arms. I think it says something when someone such as myself, who grew up with Halo, could fall in love with Doom and Quake. I merely adopted those worlds, while those such as Hackshow were born in them, molded by them.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
To inspire those such as myself to pick up and play these games, as I will do one day for those looking to take a step back and visit Halo for the first time. It's like introducing something that truly defined aspects of you to your kids, your friends, or some random person you met at a game store. Halo 2, specifically, is something that helped define me as a gamer, and that's something that we can never lose. These memories and moments that defined us, the places and worlds that crafted our interests and loves for what we do in life. So at the end of the day, Doom and Quake are worlds that defined many a childhood and helped forge a love for so many things in the hearts, minds, and souls of those who experienced them. With that, I bring the first episode of FPS of the Past to a close. Let's come back around to Hackshow one last time as he closes this moment in history out.
I had spoken in the past about how Doom and Quake are timeless, and I'm going to say it here again. While Doom may just be a game for a lot of people, Doom and Quake are my games. They're the games that I play when I need to feel calm, when I need to feel safe, when I need to be inspired. Right now I'm working on an entire weird, grim, dark narrative which definitely has a lot of cool elements inspired by Quake and Doom in them. Why not? And that's what Doom and Quake are for me. They are more than just games. They're a part of my life and a better part of it. And I hope that videos like this one today and other videos that Deadforge creates, or myself, or anyone else in the community creates, these are the pieces of art that I hope can inspire another generation of gamers to log into E1M1 and play their first Doom and Quake games. Hopefully, it becomes a good, positive part of their lives too. And that's why Doom and Quake are just timeless.
Thank you so much, Yaksho, for those kind words, and thank you for the collaboration. Thank you for being such a beautiful voice in the FPS space. Thank you everyone for stopping by and listening to the first episode of FPS of the Past. I hope to bring you more sooner rather than later. Thank you so much. I'll see you all on the next one.
I need a weapon.
Right this way.